Here's a really short story as to how I came up with this video idea. I had to unpack my bag and I didn't feel like it. I was like, you know what'll get me in the mood to unpack this bag? Filming it. I've truly never understood people who are able to get home from a trip and immediately unpack, because my suitcases usually sit around for at least a week. This guy, oh, Benji. Can you at least lay down so we can do this together? Here's today's special guest. This is Benji. He just got shaved because it's getting warm and he's really soft. As I was saying, I'm not one of those people that manages to unpack as soon as I get home. I wish I was. There was a time in my life where I was, but it's just not me anymore. Also, a fun little fact for any of you who watched my previous packing in a backpack as a minimalist video. I love Bagsmart bags. I didn't know about them. They sent me a bag to try last time. I'll leave it here if you guys didn't watch that. And I became obsessed. I think that they're really made by like someone who understands travel versus someone who's just trying to sell backpacks. I really liked that video, they really liked that video, and they wanted to send me another bag to review, and so this video is very kindly sponsored by Bagsmart once again. But as you guys know, I don't promote anything I don't actually believe in, and this is a review of a bag that I've just used. And so you guys will actually get to see me unpack, and it's a mess in here. This is just reality. I did not touch this bag before I started this video because I wanted you guys to see like what it actually looks like on the return. The one thing I did take out of this bag, by the way, was my laptop, because I've had to work this week, obviously. Here's the backpack. I'm going to leave the name of the backpack and the link down below in case you are interested in it. And this one is only slightly different from the first one they sent me. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna leave a little video here of the bag that they just sent me that I reviewed, that I absolutely loved. For any of you who haven't watched that, basically I described it as being like a mini suitcase, but in backpack form, just in terms of the way that you can pack it. So all the capabilities it has. This one is a little bit like that, except for, as you'll see, instead of opening like a regular backpack where the zipper would go all the way around, this zipper actually opens top up. So it opens like this, you see, instead, and it just allows you to kind of go a little crazier in this middle part. This one just does this, right? So again, it looks like a literal suitcase, doesn't it? Cannot honestly tell you if I prefer this one to the other one. What I will say is this one is completely beige. Look at all the detailings on this, including like the Bagsmart logo over here, the zippers, top part here. It's all beige and neutral, and the other one had like details, which I heard some of you complain about in the comments, by the way, because some of you said, oh, I wish that they had the black version of this backpack without all the green and orange details. And they do, not of that exact backpack, but they have it of this one. So if you get this model of the backpack in any of the colors, you get just like a monotone. Like if it's beige, it's all beige. You see, like all the details, even the straps in the back, it's all beige. So if that's what was deterring you from buying the other bag, this one is just as affordable. Also, I'm sorry, the light keeps changing a lot, and this one really is monotone. It's nice and beige, very elegant, doesn't clash with your outfit, which I know is not a big deal, but if you care, which I sometimes do, then it's nice. I moved over here for a little bit of a better angle. Excuse the mess in the back. As I was saying before, I did already take my laptop out, so section in the back is the laptop section. It really fully opens like this. I found this to be really, really handy in the airport, because if you need to get your electronics out, then you don't have to like bother opening the big section of the backpack. You can open this nice and wide. I will say, by the way, that this bag has slightly better padding than the other previous backpack that I reviewed. With the other Bagsmart backpack, I did choose, like I mentioned, to use a sleeve for my laptop just for a little bit of extra padding. This is the bottom of the padded area for your laptop. It's when my laptop sits in here, it doesn't touch the ground, and it still has an extra padding layer here. Like that, it has a little strap so that if your backpack turns around, your laptop doesn't go flying. And it has this section here where I chose to put my passport. Easy access for the airport. So if you want to have, you know, like all your documents here, your boarding pass and your computer, and you don't want to have any other bag on you, then this keeps you from having to go into the main section of your bag. It has the strap here so that you can put it on a carry-on, which I haven't had the chance to test yet. Pouch here, which in hindsight, I should have used for my passport. Another secret compartment here, which again, I didn't use this time, but it fits a passport and a phone, not much else. It's also really like that it has a side handle. The other backpack also has this. Not every backpack has this, and I really question why, because having this to be able to like move around in the airport is really handy. And similarly to the other one, it's got these straps on the side, 4 of them, so 2 here and 2 on the other side, to help you like compress the volume of the bag if you're having to make it look a little bit smaller. It has a front pouch, 2 actually, but they're very small. I personally didn't put anything in these pockets, more or less till here, and This one, ooh, I do have something in here, a bandana, look at that. I avoid putting things in the front pockets just so the bag keeps its shape, so it doesn't alert any of those like low-cost airline people who are like checking your bags. Also, if I ever have to put it in a tester for those lower cost airlines, they're rectangular, right? So I want to keep the shape of my bags. When I first got this bag, I thought this top pocket was really strange. It's just like this flap, and it doesn't connect to the main part of the bag. It's like its own compartment. But I thought it was a little bit strange because I was like, what on earth am I gonna use this pouch for? It doesn't even have that much depth to it. I was wrong about this actually, because it's the perfect place to put things that you need in flight. Because if you do put the bag underneath the seat in front of you, then being able to open this pouch and take your AirPods, your e-reader, your phone, your passport, whatever, is handier than having to dig into a front pouch here, right? Because if this is under the seat in front of you, you're gonna have to remove your whole bag to take the contents out. And if this is under the seat in front of you, all you have to do is open this neat little flap. You have to remember to put it towards you, obviously, but I thought that was really handy. And it's got a zippered pouch. I have a bunch of random things in here, so let's see what I have. I have these eye masks because the bride of the bachelorette trip made us these really cute baskets. Band-aids, like gel band-aids for if your heels start hurting you, so those were in there as well. I have a scrunchie. I have more of those blister pads. These are electrolyte sticks, which for part of the hangover kit. Put all of my earrings in here. I didn't want to take a little earring holder with me on this trip, so earrings are a really fun way to make repeated outfits look different and fun, and so I put all of mine in here. I took 3 pairs. Also took my AirPods out, I forgot to mention. So that's what I had in this top pouch. This is the part that I'm afraid of because this part is a mess. Let's see what happens. Unpack with me, guys. This is a real honest unpack with me. So I threw a bunch of pads in here. Let me take those out. This, by the way, is this like see-through silicone pouch. I didn't test this theory out because I was too afraid to try it. I will in the future though. I was thinking, what are the odds that they'll let me through security with my liquids in this see-through pouch if I open it? These are the liquids I took, and I think they would have fit fine here. Okay, so I'm wondering actually if I wouldn't have just been able to, instead of taking my liquids out, opening the bag and letting it go through the x-ray like this, because this is see-through practically. And I'm gonna be trying that on my next trip, and if it does work, that's a neat little feature because it could mean that you could just have like a plain Ziploc bag and keep this here for extra security. It's plastic, right? So if anything explodes from your liquids, nothing would go on your clothes, which I think is pretty neat. You could use it for like underwear, socks, all of that good stuff. Also, let me know what you guys would use it for, if you would use it for liquids or something else. My foundation exploded, and so, see that? I don't know if you can see that my foundation is everywhere. Just to give you guys a little bit of context of what's in here, there's a few things that we got from the bachelorette basket. Like I said, there's the Sol de Janeiro body spray and the Brazilian Bum Bum cream, also from Sol de Janeiro. These didn't go with me on the way there, they just came with me on the way back. There's the mini deodorant, which is the one I always pack. There's a thing of shampoo, the tiny sample of Chanel perfume, which I ended up not having to use because I got this one from the bride. My mascara is in here, body lotion, and lip and cheek tint, which is nice if you're wanting to not have to take both lipstick and blush. So these are all my toiletries, and it is an absolute mess. At this point, my dog's probably thinking, who the hell is this lady talking to? Because he's laying right here. One of the main differences between this bag and the other bag is the way that it opens. So it opens a bit more like a gym duffel bag type of bag. It's got that same strap at the top to keep everything in place, which I did use. And okay, let's unpack this mess. I got a speaker, which I took for the bachelorette trip. I used packing cubes again for this operation. This one I think has just clothes I didn't use, so like underwear and a few tops that are clean. And this one, I believe I had like all of my main outfits when I went there, so everything but pajamas and stuff, and then I ended up packing all my dirty clothes into this cube on the way back. It has the same pouch that the other one does at the bottom. I like using these shoe compartments in backpacks for dirty laundry. One, because they have these little breathable holes so it doesn't get too stinky in there, but two, because it's a very practical way when you're on the go to separate your clean clothes from your washed clothes. However, this time I used it for flip-flops because I had to take some. We went to this house that had a pool and we were going to be home a lot, so I wanted to have flip-flops. It's got a lot of space. I could have used this for my laundry bag. So that's what's in there. This is the really cute pouch that the bride got us, and we all got our initials on it, and so mine has an S. The thing in here is my scrunchie and the bag where all the hangover recovery kit came in. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna start using this for underwear every time I travel. I like having a little cloth pouch for my underwear, and this is so darling, it's so cute. I don't know that I'm gonna be opening this packing cube. Let me just undo it. Those of you who haven't seen these yet, these are also Bagsmart packing cubes. I love these, the size of these. I love how they compact. I don't know if you saw me just open that, but it really squeezes all your clothes together and gives you the most space. And yeah, on the way there, I rolled all my clothes very neatly, and on the way back, I kind of just stacked them in here as they were and didn't make much effort to make this look nice. So this is all dirty laundry that needs to go into the laundry, and there's not much interesting stuff to show you there. I'm realizing now that I thought that unpacking this bag would make the unpacking process funner, but I'm just basically throwing everything on my desk. So this is my miniature travel brush. I got this after I did that micro packing challenge because so many of you recommended getting a mini brush. The very last thing that's in here, my pouch of hygiene things that are not liquids, and so let me just show you guys a few of the things. I have my travel toothbrush. I have my travel razor since there was a pool. It's just the Venus one. It's really, really handy. You get like the full-sized blades, like the 3 blades with the gel and stuff, but it's just a tiny, compact little handle. Eyelash curler, as per your guys' recommendation after the micropacking video. I have this mini beauty blender, which I just created by cutting a normal beauty blender in half, which is very interesting to my dog apparently. And I just have my bronzer, a few of my pills, and that's it. And a nail clipper, but that's it. That's pretty much it for this unpacking video. I hope you guys liked it. If you are curious about this bag, by the way, or the bag in my previous video, I'm gonna leave a discount code here for you guys to enjoy. Thank you again so much to Bagsmart for partnering with me on these videos. I am now such a fan. I apologize in advance, but you guys are probably gonna see a lot more of these bags in future videos because anytime that I travel backpack, I'm going to start using these. I'm actually gonna give away one of the bags I received to one of my friends because she tried it for the Bachelorette. I let her borrow it and she liked it so much. So I wanted her to keep it because these really are, they're so practical. If you guys just go visit the website and check out their pricing and all of their features, these bags pretty much sell themselves because I feel like all the other brands I've ever seen with these kinds of bags retail them for like $200, and $200 is just too much for a backpack, you know guys? So with these ones, you really get all the features and you get the cute aesthetic bag and you don't have to pay a crap load of money. And you also get the water bottle pouch, which I have Chip Ahoy. I have a Chip Ahoy pack that I ate on the airplane. If you stuck until the end, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.